In this week's Parsha of Tzeitzei, we encounter one of the most beautiful mitzvahs in the Torah, the mitzvah of Kan Tzipor. The Torah says, Ki yikari Kan Tzipor lefanecha. If a person chances upon a Kan Tzipor, a bird's nest, the Torah instructs us, Lo sikach ha'em ala bonim. Do not take the mother when she is literally hovering over the child. Shalech to shalach esayim. One is obligated to send the mother away. V'yasabonim yikach loch. And then one can take the children. Leman yitav loch v'harachta yomim. The Torah here provides a schar for this mitzvah, arichus yomim. What is the nature of this mitzvah? The Ramban, in a very lengthy essay in this week's Parsha, cites the Rambam in Mor Nevuchim. The Rambam opines that the basis of this mitzvah is because of achzorius, cruelty. We should not send away the children in the presence of the mother, but rather first send the mother away, shalech to shalach esayim. And the Rambam compares it to another mitzvah in Chumash, where the Torah says, "Oso v'yesbeno lo sishchatu b'yom echad." Do not slaughter the mother and child on the same day. Why, says the Rambam? Lahazir, the Torah comes to warn us that one should not slaughter the mother in the presence of the child. Ki yesh lebehemos dago gdola bazeh. A mother is a mother. A mother has tremendous sensitivity, tremendous feelings, and there's no distinction between whether a human mother or an animal, that's a mother. Ki ava sa'im v'chanosa lebnei bitna. The Rambam says the love of a mother is something which is not based on intellect, but rather mipu'ulas koach hamachshava hametzuya b'behema kamo shemitzuya b'adam. It's a natural kind of feeling that a mother has towards a child that she carried and bore for such a lengthy period of time. In other words, the mother has tsar. And in order that one should not develop the feeling of achzorius, the Torah lays down the principle of Kan Tzipor, Shalech to Shalach Esayim, Yisabonim Yikach Loch. Of course, this is not in tandem with a very famous statement of Chazal in Maseches Brachos, where the Gemara says, Ha'omer al Kan Tzipor Yagir Rachamecha V'shaskin Oso. A person who contends that the basis of Kan Tzipor is Rachamim, in order to develop our sensitivities, our compassion, just like HaKadosh Baruch Hu is Merachim on Kan Tzipor, she be Merachim on us. The Mishnah says, Mishaskin also, we quiet him. Why? Because in effect, what is he doing? He's taking the mitzvahs of Hashem Yisbarach, and in effect, these mitzvahs are gzeros, they are decrees that we're obligated to abide by and surrender ourselves to these decrees and comply with them. And in effect, what is he doing? He's making them into acts of rachamim, acts of mercy. So the Rambam himself asked the question and says, don't ask me from this Mishnah Maseches Brachos, because the Rambam says this is the source of a very fascinating machlokes of Rishonim, namely whether mitzvahs are primarily gzeros, they are based on decree, and we should simply carry out the decree, or one has to look for Tamei HaMitzvos. And obviously the Shittas of Rambam is that one has to look for Tamei HaMitzvos, and that is the position of the Rambam, which the Ramban takes issue with right here in this week's Parsha. I mentioned this in the context of Chodesh Elul. Parsha of Tzeitzei always occurs the beginning of Chodesh Elul, which is a zman of Cheshbon HaNefesh, a time where we have to take stock, we have to take inventory of our behavior. It's a zman of din, and when a person comes to Bezdin, Bezdin tells him, bring rayos, bring proofs of your innocence, of the fact that you're not culpable. And he says, I have to go ahead and search. I have to go ahead and try to adduce different proofs. We give him a period of 30 days to go ahead and bring rayos, and a person obviously is going to be aroused by the Tkiyah Shofar that takes place during Chodesh Elul, and we know that we're not ready, we're not prepared to enter the Yom Adin, and we have to somehow acquire the Midas HaRachamim. The Gemara says in Rosh Hashanah, Nosi Avam v'Yovri al Pesha, Lemi Nosi Avam, to whom will Hashem forgive? Lemi she'ovri al Pesha, to someone who's Mavri al Bidosa, someone who recognizes the shortcomings of human beings. Frailty, thy name is human, and as a result is willing to show sensitivity to others and to show rachamim. This yesod is a very fundamental yesod. It's one which is the basis of tshuva, namely to be sensitive to other people's sensibilities, not to in effect cause anyone chas v'sholom agmas nefesh, but rather to be ragish, to be sensitive to other feelings, not just in my own family, kal v'chomer in my own family, but certainly to anyone's feelings in general. And with this midah of rachamim, if we develop that midah, as the Rambam indicated, vis-a-vis kan tzipor, unquestionably, isarusa de latata will be ma'or isarusa de leila. If we behave in a certain kind of fashion here, b'midah shodem modeh modeh lo. The way we behave, that's how Kodesh Baruch Hu behaves towards us. And the Zohar actually indicates that the whole idea of kan tzipor is based on tsar shel hashchina. Rebbeinu Shalom is also mitztayer, and therefore the Rambam, cited by the Ramban, indicates that this kan tzipor concept is to teach us the midah of rachamim, to eliminate the idea of achzorius, of cruelty. The Medrash writes on the pasuk of Shalech to Shalach Hasaim, Im kiyamta mitzvah zo, ata memayir lahavi Eliyahu Hanavi. How do we know that? Because here it says Shalech to Shalach. Eliyahu Hanavi, it says, Hine anochi shalech lechem es Eliyahu Hanavi, Exer Shava. So therefore, by developing and arousing in us the compassion of showing sensitivity to the sensibilities of others, Rebbeinu Shalom will be, in effect, give us recompense and bring about the Geula. Chazal say, Ein Yisrael Nigolin Ela B'schus HaRachamim V'Chesed. Halavai, that we all should develop this midah of rachamim. We already have it, undoubtedly. Let us simply continue to cultivate it, to nurture it to the fullest extent that we possibly can. And that schus, Chodesh El, will become a Chodesh of Harbi Schuyos, of many merits that we develop, that will bring about a B'Yitz Hashem, not only tshuva on an individual basis, on a collective basis, but Be'ez Hashem Yisbarach will bring about as well the coming of Eliyahu Hanavi Zachar Latov, B'Meir B'Yameinu. Amen.
Perfect.